top dollar for my property?
Well, sir, talking to hundreds of people, every month, I can assure you that what I've discovered is that sellers all seem to have one thing in common. I have not met one that doesn't want, top dollar for the house. You have that in common with everybody. And what I'm going to lay out for you is the process that we use that's going to help you to see that we have a triple net guarantee that assures you have reached absolute top dollar. And the reality of it is that many auction companies run their business in a way that may get the house sold quickly, but doesn't necessarily do everything that it could to get top dollar. So let me lay out for you the three things that we do that are completely unique in the industry that will really leave you with a really comfortable feeling, I think, that you really have maxed out. So here's number one. At most auctions, the process of selling a house can literally be 20, 30, and sometimes up to 40 seconds long. And what we found is that by doing it in a super fast bid call, that you do not max out. And what we actually do is our auctions sometimes take 20 or 30 or 40 minutes. And the reason that they take that long is because we do something unique in the industry, and that is we offer buyers the opportunity for a 5-minute recess at any time during the auction. Now, why do we do that? We've come up with this technique because we've discovered that buyers all come to the auction with a particular number in mind, that they promise their husband or their wife they are not going to exceed that number. And if given 3 or 4 seconds to make a snap decision that could cause a divorce, they're not likely to do that. You with me?
Yeah.
But if given 5 minutes to go out and call their husband or their wife or consult a calculator, what will happen is those people will go out when they realize that they have a chance if they make a small adjustment of 10 or 20 or 30,000 in their top number, they might actually win the property. And often people come back from a 5-minute recess and will win the auction. So that's number one. And again, that is unique in the industry.
Okay.
Now, number two, and this is, here's our overarching credo. A scared bidder is not likely to be a full market bidder. And at most auctions, the process is so onerous and frightening that we believe it's not possible to get a full market offer when you have a scared bidder. So all of the things that I'm going to explain to you are designed to relax and calm the bidder. And so step two is we offer the buyers a 72-hour right to rescission for any reason. And the reason we do that, again, is by calming them, we will get a better result. So as an example, even if we provide a full termite and home inspection, what we've discovered is that buyers will not lead it to the depth and level that they really should because they don't even know if they're going to win. And they may not want to spend 4 hours pouring through a 50-page package on the property and not even knowing if they're going to win. So what will happen is they won't bid up to their most optimistic view of the property if they're going to have to make a snap decision with no opportunity to review it. But by giving them 3 days to review everything and cancel, they will bid up to their most optimistic view, thinking, well, if I miss something, I'll pour over it. If I miss, I can cancel and get my money back. Might as well win. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
So that layer creates such a sense of ease and calm in the bidders that they will bid up and like I said, knowing that they can cancel and get their money back if they miss something in that termite or home inspection that could cause them to make a mistake that they would regret. So it frees up the bidding when they know they can get out and get their money back. But here's where we did something that is truly unique. First of all, at most auctions, if you change your mind the next day, you are going to lose 5 or even up to 10% deposit money. Now that's scary. Would you not agree that is scary?
I do agree.
Okay, so by removing that clause, we calm people down, but what we have done is we have created what we call our 72-hour mutual right to rescission. That means you can cancel for the first 72 hours just like the buyer can. And we explained it to the buyer that a buyer can have buyer's remorse just the same as a seller could have seller's remorse. And so, but there's a very specific reason why we did that, and that is because we've learned, since we started this business 4 years ago, we have learned that the days after an auction, we will have dozens of phone calls, sometimes dozens and dozens and dozens, depending on the property. But we are going to have dozens of phone calls over the 3 days after an auction. And so if you have 72 hours to cancel for any reason, if somebody were to overbid your property, let's say $10,000 or $15,000 past the final bid at the auction, that would probably make you very remorseful for taking the offer that you got at the auction when I can deliver an offer that's $15,000 higher. Right. So what happens by doing this, typically we will max out and get a full market offer on auction day. But you never know. There could be an accident on the freeway. Somebody could, have their car break down for any number of reasons. The actual winning bidder, something that happened could not end up at the auction. So what will happen, like I said, reliably, we get dozens of phone calls. We will tell every single one of them what the high bid at the auction was. And if your house is worth more than what we secured on auction day, we will get that extra money in the next 3 days. And if we maxed out, if we maxed out on auction day, there's not a soul that will be willing to pay a penny more. So that is the third level of assurance that you have. That, and of course, the price guarantee. We're going to agree on a price at the front end. I'm going to put it on the contract. That is a number you're willing to accept. And if I fail to meet or exceed that number, you simply are under no obligation to sell whatsoever, and you don't owe us a penny.